New information tonight about an incident this morning at MidAmerica St. Louis Airport in Mascoutah. Two Air Force pilots ejected from their Boeing F-15 while it was on the runway. The military calls it an emergency egress, but still haven't explained why they had to eject. 5 on your side's Alex Fees reports live from the airport tonight. Alex?
Okay, as you can see, that aircraft remains in place some 9.5 hours after this happened this morning. Boeing officials earlier today recommended we contact the Pentagon for details on what went wrong. Air Force officials say the plane departed the runway and had an emergency. That emergency is what remains under investigation, but that is what prompted the pilots to eject. You can see that the canopy, or the cover over the pilot's cockpit, is missing from the aircraft on the runway at Mascoutah. Air Force officials say Tuesday morning 2 U.S. active-duty pilots who were on board ejected safely and were taken to a hospital with minor injuries. The emergency ejection happened while the plane was on the runway, not in the air. There was no crash landing. Emergency crews from Scott Air Force Base and the airport responded.
We have our own fire team here. We have 3 different fire trucks, if you will, that support our aircraft operations, and then Scott Air Force Base as well has a group of assets and staff that respond.
Airport Director Brian Johnson says MidAmerica has a joint agreement with Scott Air Force Base.
So for example, this incident, our runway gets closed, but we're continuing to accept aircraft operations utilizing their runway on the Scott side. So it's a really, really terrific partnership. It's been one, I think since the early 90s, it's been in play here in St. Clair County.
Air Force spokeswoman Ann Stefanik said in a statement today that the plane was scheduled to be transferred to the Qatari Air Force in the country of Qatar through the Foreign Military Sales Program. Alex Fees, 5 on your side.